What's wrong, Zoe? What's wrong? You feeling better? Are you feeling better now? You feeling better? What was wrong in the first place? Nothing? You just want mommy? Okay. Alright, so since I have one person on, I'm going to go ahead and let you guys know I'll be starting a podcast on this channel soon. And I'm getting ready for it. It's going to be tonight. Hi. Hi, Observer Knows Best. Hi. Hey. We have my little crying little bug right here.
I know. Like we did it.
Yeah. Who's playing with her tears. So I'm a bit exhausted, mentally, emotionally, physically. But I just feel as if it's just a moment to just push myself into purpose. So I'm finally deciding on getting started with my podcast. And I'm trying to get ready. I put on a little year-old wig. I'm trying to get ready, but my daughter wants my attention. Go over there, Mama. There you go. Okay, so I've turned 31 and realized that there's a lot that I have not accomplished yet. And if I was to die today, I would be like, dang, I didn't utilize my gifts and talents on earth. There's so many songs I want to sing and accomplish. There's so many songs I want to put out. There's so many things I have to say. There's love I want to experience, and there's union that I have yet to come into yet. So it's just like, yeah, why not start somewhere? So tonight, I'll be starting somewhere. Blessings, Janae and Princess Azuli. Hi, Susan. How are you? It's blessings to you as well. You know, I've been through a lot of things, man. I'm kind of getting to the point where I'm tired of going through them. But you go through things so you can learn, right? You learn things. You learn your lessons and whatnot, and you move forward in life. And if you haven't learned a lesson, you repeat it. And I've repeated a lot of lessons in my life, and it happened to be publicly too. So it's no running away from that. And I've learned lots of private lessons as well. And I just want to go ahead and talk about it all. I want to talk about what I've learned and how I've grown and taken accountability for my life and moving forward in the most gracious way I know possible. And just putting myself out there, you know, because hugs to you too. Hey, I sub and gave you a like. Thank you, Dion. I hope I said that name right. Thank you so much. Thank you for joining. And I will be coming back on later on as well, just to talk about, you know, things on my podcast. My podcast is now going to be called Surviving. And surviving is, you know, basically moving on in life after you endured something traumatic or endured something, you know, that, you know, inflicted harm or whatever. So I can say I'm a survivor. And I survived a lot of things, not just, which will be the topic tonight, the cult carbonation, but I've survived narcissistic abuse. I've survived narcissistic men. I've survived heartbreak. I've survived single motherhood. I've survived a lot of things. emotional trauma, childhood trauma. It's like I will be discussing it all. So tonight's episode and what demonic forces I've survived, demonic possession. I've survived a lot of things, and you have too. Great podcast name. Thank you. It was given to me by the father of my child's grandmother. Or mother, the father of my child's mother. So that means my daughter's grandmother. She just said to me, Janae, you've survived a lot of things. And, you know, excuse me if I get emotional. Ugh. You've survived a lot of things. And this was around the time I was going through some kind of heartbreak. And I was just like, you know, she was just like, yeah, you're surviving even heartbreak. So you should do this. You should do a podcast called Surviving. And ever since then, I'm like, oh, that's such a beautiful idea. I'm grateful. I will use that. So I'll always give my props to her, Miss Miriam, which her birthday was yesterday. You've done a remarkable job surviving lifestyle challenges. Respect and love to you always. Thank you, Susan. I appreciate that. And I'm so glad that I have a YouTube community. You know, like you guys, sorry, my nose is getting all red. And my face is all puffy. Inflamed actually. I appreciate you guys being here, you know, and sticking with me throughout these years, you know, not giving up on me and continuously seeing my growth and being here for the growth, you know. It truly astounds me, you know. It's remarkable to have such dedicated people in my life such as you guys, so I want to say thank you. Cool. If I get back on here later, I'm come through and connect with you. I appreciate that. And sometimes I feel as if I'm going to bring people on these podcasts. I feel like I'm going to be bringing people on this podcast, you know, just to speak or whatever sometimes, you know, because, hey, it's about, you know, surviving what you've been through and telling the story of how you conquered it, you know. A lot of things I conquered, I did through God, through the Most High Creator. The Most High Creator is my Father. The Most High Creator has been there for me through thick and thin, and I want to show up for the Most High Creator in one way or another, you know. And I think that it has everything to do with showing up in the best way possible, like this, showing up in a way that helps the people understand also what they possibly have gone through my experiences, through my wisdom. Narcissism is on the rise. So many out there. I pray for everyone to please be careful and protect your mind and body and soul. Thank you. You know what? It is. I don't really even think it's on the rise. I think it's always been there, but more people is being aware to it now. You know, unfortunately, I've tangled myself with a lot of narcissists that to the point where I started to even question to myself, am I a narcissist? No, I don't feel like I am. Every time I ask myself that, I get a no. But I mean, everyone has narcissistic tendencies, right? And I think that I attract a lot of narcissists in my life is because I have a lot of lessons to learn with self-value, self-worth, you know, valuing myself, loving myself, you know, because of the trauma I've been through, you know, of abandonment and low self-esteem and, you know, even growing to hate myself in certain ways, you know, even if I didn't know I hated myself. So narcissists come in to, you know, teach me how to love myself more and stop giving into other people's demands and needs and giving into my own. So yeah, I learned a lot through narcissism, honestly, and experiencing a narcissistic abuse to the point where it's traumatized me in a way that, you know, physically affected me. You know, one of the side effects of trauma and with narcissistic abuse could be like brain fog and, you know, amnesia. Sometimes I just tend to forget a lot of things. I tend to forget, like, things that I've been through with people, and some things are foggy to me. You know, I've mentioned this before, but narcissistic abuse has made that very prominent in my life. So yeah, in dealing with a narcissistic baby father, and I'm not afraid to say that anymore because I'm not protecting him anymore. I'm not. He's just pure narcissism, and I didn't really realize it because he's a covert, not an overt. Overt is like when you see it. Covert is like the subtle things. The people who like it's. I'll explain it later, but it's like silently to me. Like you didn't see it at first because they portray it to be something that they're not. But yeah, I don't care about protecting him anymore. Like I don't. I just feel as if people just tend to portray certain things that they're not, and it's up to us to understand it now and stop trying to see the best in people. Like people like me who are empathic, and empaths tend to attract narcissists a lot, like a moth to a flame. People like me who are empathic are prone to narcissistic abuse or attracting narcissists because of our soft, gentle nature, our ability to feel and want to give love and be compassionate and all that. Honestly, I don't have time for that no more. I'm starting to become very numb, and I'm trying not to go dark. But sometimes I just want to. Maybe I do. I should go dark. Just go dark. Oh yeah, that feels kind of nice, just to go dark. Anyway, my bad. I'm sitting here with my thoughts because I've been nice, I've been kind, and people take that for granted. You know, I've been sweet, and people take that for granted. You don't seem like a narcissist. Hey, Slim, how you doing? I'm sorry, y'all, if I haven't gotten to your messages yet. I apologize. No matter what, I can see a pretty little storm that came out of a gym through all the drama and things you've been through. Don't make me cry, Dion. Please don't make me cry right now. I'm trying to do my makeup. Ooh, holding back tears is something I've gotten really good at. It's healthy to let it fall, y'all. Don't follow my lead with that. It's healthy to let it fall and so it can be released, but I really needed that. Yep. Let's see. Your nails look too long and scary like they're sharp. Thanks, Actualist. I agree, we all have narcissistic tendencies, but in no way am I a narcissist. I feel no pleasure at all if I was to hurt someone's feelings. I've been wrong on so many things, but I can admit that. Absolutely, Shayla, I absolutely agree with you 100%. I don't like hurting people's feelings. Sometimes I want to, though. There's a darkness in me that'd be like, oh, I want to hurt that person's feelings, but I don't muster up the courage or strength to do so. Not even courage or strength. I don't want to even say balls. I just don't. It's just not. I don't want to hurt anyone's feelings. I don't know. Sometimes it makes me feel like it makes me want to cry. Love is when a question mark feels more like a period. Okay. Yeah, like I don't have that in me to want to bash or whatever anyone. I have so much thoughts in my head that I could definitely say, and I could hurt somebody's feelings or ruin someone's life or whatever, right? But it's just like, no, why would I do that? I think when you're a narcissist, you just choose to just do it anyway. What's wrong, Mama? You don't have to cry to get my attention, Mama. What is wrong? What's wrong? Y'all see this fake crying? I think I spoil her with my love and attention. She wakes up to many kisses and hugs from me every day. Don't you dare touch. Hey Slim. It says you don't seem like a narcissist. So, no. From what I've seen, you've always been a good person. However, being a narcissist can make you do things you aren't proud of. So no judgment here. I'm thankful, Shayla. I appreciate that. I take pride in saying I'm not a narcissist. Honestly, I do take pride in that. I be feeling like, oh no, I'm not. I'm not perfect though. You know, I there's times I get into my ego horribly, you know, but then when I do, I always think to myself, is this the right thing to do? And I ask the Most High.
I
ask them. And Bingo was his name. Oh.
I-A-E-O
B-I-N-G-O B-I-N-G-O and Bingo was his name. Oh. Yay. Okay. What was I saying?
E-I-A-E-O E-I-A-E-O.
Taking care of a child is not for the weak, man. Thank you, Mama. Everyone enjoys your singing. Yeah. She's so cute. Go ahead, Mama. And Bingo was his name. Oh. She's adorable. What was I saying? What was I saying? Oh my God. Y'all remind me what I was saying, please. Oh, I was talking to Shayla about. Oh, she said she don't seem like a narcissist. Great, thank you. God, man, y'all just if y'all knew what I was going through, man. I definitely peeped his game recently, more so than ever. My heart goes out to you and Azuli. Thank you, Susan. The reason why I did that video that other day, around January 1st or whatever, I don't remember what it was, is because I wanted people to see. And I also wanted to teach people in a way, like, this is what happens when you're dealing with a narcissist and, you know, when people try to gaslight you and stuff. Like, that was a teaching moment for me and for a lot of people. And I was trying to stand in my power and take it back. But I did that also for people to see, like, how it would be treated. And so they can get a more insight on what he's out here doing and how he's treating people and how he talks to me. And, you know, so because people out here are claiming to be spiritual and full of love and light, but out here like doing stuff like that. So I'm just like, hey, he can make mistakes and stuff, but someone help me. I was like, help me. Someone look at this. I know I'm not wrong about this. I know I'm not wrong about it. So please tell me, what the fuck do I do? Because I think I'm doing the right thing by distancing myself. You know, it was a lot. It was a lot. Because I was just like, even when I'm thinking I'm doing the right thing, I'm still being told I'm doing something wrong. Like if I told people to go off and do their own thing and live their life and, you know, just leave me out of it, all of a sudden I'm doing the wrong thing. So I'm like, what else do I fucking do? What else do I do, man? Like, I'm going numb here. I'm literally going numb here. Like, I'm going numb. But I think it's making me stronger, I guess. I'm 31 years old. I don't have time to be going through this shit, man. So I'm just going to talk about it. I'm just going to talk about it, put it in my podcast. This is my experiences. This is what I survived. Being abused mentally help, but no help because I'm supposed to go through it apparently. I signed up for this apparently. I signed up for this. Let's see. She's so beautiful and she's so worthy of being spoiled. She is. And I pray that she gets a wonderful stepfather. You know, someone who's not selfish and can see the bigger picture and will include her in everything. She's gonna have a wonderful stepfather. Trust and believe me. Excuse me. Let's see. I just adore Azuli. Yeah, she's very adorable. You are a real one, and there's only a few left. Dion, I thank you for that. I kind of did think that the other day, and I'm not trying to say that to be cocky. I literally thought that I'm kind of a rare breed because I come across a lot of people, and they're not as genuine, authentic, and haven't met them themselves as deep as what I have, or has as somebody who's very spiritually inclined or whatever. I'm not trying to say I'm spiritually inclined and then everyone else. No, I'm not. I just know where I'm at, a level I'm at. There's a difference between being overly cocky and knowing who you are and where you're at in life, and without being so I'm without be, with being humble, with humility, I can honestly say I've gotten to a place where even if I'm being bullied online and judged and all this other stuff, I can say that I did a lot of self work on myself, and I'm literally past where I've been before, and yeah, I don't even know where I'm going with this again. I'm just trying not to seem very cocky or whatever about it, but it is hard. That's where I'm going with this. It is hard meeting people such as myself out here. It is hard. It's like it's feeling like people say you are what you attract, but I'm just like, okay, well, I just been to myself because I'm like protective of my energy. So I just been like, okay, well, I guess I'll just focus on my self growth and worth and continue to see what I can attract. Um, yeah. So I'm grateful for the compliment. I'll say that. Thank you so much for that. She loves attention. Azuli? Yeah, she does. Ready to be a YouTuber already? Yeah, she's ready to be a star. She's a star already. She's a star. Azuli is definitely a star. She's born a star. She's a born idol. I'll tell you that. And I'm gonna do my best to do what I can to make sure that her dreams happen if that's what she wants to do with her life. But she loves to sing on the mic. She loves to sing. She loves to dance. She loves to like just be in my presence and just be lovable. She's absolutely lovable. Absolutely. Sometimes I used to watch to wish karma on my child's father, but I start to think, well, I'm no better than him if I'm wishing bad upon him. I get you for how he treated me all those years. Shayla, I get you. Just we're here because I get you. I feel you because I feel the same way. Like I do. But I'll be thinking to myself like, I don't wish bad on people. But when I even start to, if I even start to, I'm just like, oh, I didn't want that to be casted on me. So one of my friends, she told me, God told me to stop praying for my enemies. Stop praying blessings over them. And just pray that they find God. So that's why I started praying lately, like, because I be seeing the people I pray for, they get blessed. And then they just use me and then go. So I'm just like, you know what? No more. They get blessed? Okay, cool. I pray that you find God so you can stop using me for your blessings. And just make miracles happen on your own. Because whomever I pray for, it manifests. But yeah, I feel you on that. Like, I be thinking to myself, like, I wouldn't want no one casting anything on me, so I'm not going to cast nothing on no one. You know what I'm saying? I had to recently block my baby daddy. And I said to myself that I was never going to do that. So he can stay in contact with his daughter. I blocked him on my social medias because I'm tired. I'm tired. And I don't care what anybody says. It's my life. It's my daughter's life. It's not your life. I'm tired. Ugh, I hate when they don't come out like twins. Like, come on, man. The wings be kind of like hit or miss sometimes. I be trying so hard for the hit. I be trying so hard for the hit, man. Okay. I posted today on Threads. I'm on Instagram Threads, and I said I give up because I literally have been going through a lot emotionally and just like fuck, I give up, man. Literally, I'm like I give up, and someone says on Threads like you can't give up. You inspire so many people. Don't you dare give up. And I'm like fuck. You're right. So let me go ahead and do this podcast. Let me go ahead and show up online. Let me keep showing up. Let me keep showing up no matter what I'm going through. Keep showing up. And stop not showing up. You can't not show up. You know what I'm saying? So here I am showing up. That that's a time priceless time spent. Sorry, Dion, I don't even know what you're talking about anymore. His own karma, right? Back and forth with all these women. I can't believe I thought he was my soulmate. Oh, I'm so sorry. I see I still have a lot of mental work I need to do for myself. You got this, girl. You got this, love. Just keep God first. Make sure the Holy Spirit is guiding you in everything you do. Always call upon the Holy Spirit. The Holy Spirit that's connected to the Most High Creator of all things. Always connect with that. Holy Spirit within yourself. It's going to guide you, right? And it's going to protect you and it's going to love you. You just got to know how to listen. You know, I ask the Holy Spirit a lot of times about what to do. And sometimes when I get the answer, sometimes I don't follow through with it sometimes. And then there I go, reaping the reward of not listening. So I pray that the Holy Spirit speaks to you and guides you and blesses you, nourishes you, nurture you. So you don't have to repeat the same cycle over and over and over again, you know? You look like my mom. Oh, that's interesting. Is it because of this wig? I'm going to keep you in my prayers when I pray. I appreciate that. Pray for peace. Because my mentor from years ago, my spiritual mentor, she said, you know, if people say I'm going to pray for you, tell them don't, unless you know what to pray for. I don't want no one praying just anything over my life, and I didn't tell them what to pray for. So if you're going to pray for me, pray for Janae Alexandria Newell. Pray that she finds peace of mind. She has peace of mind. She's happy. She's whole. And she's doing her purpose. She's in her calling, doing what God intended her to do. Pray that her family stays protected from the evil eye and constant negative, any attacks. Pray that, you know, she finds love and romance, you know. I mean, I can find it, but can I keep it? Just a question. Maintain it? Something that's right for me. Pray that she gets something that's right for her. You know? Those type of things. Because it gets lonely being spiritual. You know? It really does. And I will say sometimes. Not... Okay, let me rephrase that. Because it doesn't get lonely being spiritual. My apologies, God Most High. I had to correct myself because I felt, God, like, what? Because I'm never alone. I'm always talking to God. I always have someone to talk to. But at the same breath, I would love God to show up in physical form in a man so I can hold. And be protected by these tomfoolery clowns. Be protected and nurtured and loved properly. You know? I know I have to give that to myself first, so that's why I've been putting up my boundaries and doing what I gotta do, you know? But if you want to pray for me, pray for that. And I appreciate that. Thank you so much for the prayers. I pray that, you get everything you want. But I pray that also with these prayers that something happens and makes some kind of miracle happen. My phone is dying. Hold on. I'll get my charger real quick, y'all. All right, so I don't want you guys seeing my laundry, but you might. I have not folded my laundry, all of it yet. Be careful with Sunflower. She played soft, genuine friend, but you once got with Solar. She was posting violent meme girl post. Shows that she was plotting this whole time. Very scary. I'm gonna talk about that. Hold on, give me 1 second. I'm looking for my tripod. Because that really hurt my feelings. It did. But I can't expect anything because once I told my truth, people always want to play victim. Okay, let me see. That's all I was doing, was telling my story. Telling what happened to me. There we go. Yep, you guys can see my laundry. Hey, I got clothes from Arizona. I have not gone through all of them yet, so please bear with me, okay? And yes, my mannequin, the hair came off of that. All right, so, well, listen, you said be careful with the girl. She's played soft, genuine friend, but once she got with Solar, she started posting violent, mean girl post. Not my problem. Not my problem. I told myself I'd get off of it. Don't want to deal with it because that literally, and I got goosebumps, came so far left. That situation literally like came out of nowhere for me. And those are the type of things that make me want to go numb. Those are the type of things that makes me want to just be like, fuck it, yo. Like, what is life? Like, am I like prone to just go through suffering? Is that what people want me to do? Okay, I'm not gonna care. I'm not gonna care. So it is what it is. Like, people just mad because they got caught or they got exposed. That's why. And it's mad. It gets me upset because I'm just like, dang, like, if you were a true friend, no matter what was going on, you wouldn't be saying the things you said about me, or saying like literally calling me different things, like I'm a cult hopping whore. Excuse me, not a hoe, but whore. Literally saw that. Someone sent that to me, and I'm like, wow. Okay, I'm a cult hopping whore, and there's some other things are being sent to me too, but I'm not gonna say anything else. Just know that people have eyes for me and looking out for me, and I know everything that she's been trying to say and do, and that shit wrong. It's wrong, man. All that whole situation was wrong, and I've literally gotten off of that because it was literally trying to take away any type of peace that I was trying to save for myself. I'm already a single mom as it is. I'm not receiving help from the father of my child. I'm doing whatever I can. Good thing I have family that wants to help me in certain ways that they can, or whatever. I got God, so it is what it is. That shit blew me. It literally was like mind blowing how no one can, how those individuals couldn't see that it was wrong. That is what it is. They're no longer in my life, and that's it. That's it. You know, and the whole time, I did not once call outside her name. Not once. The only thing I said was, you got to be careful about the snakes in the grass. Not really directing anything towards her, because I still didn't want to call no one outside their name, because I actually did care for them and liked them. So that's why the whole situation kind of made me feel like, well, damn, all right, I'm a co-help, or you're saying this, you're saying that, trying to get the feds on me. Cool, whatever. I don't give a fuck anymore, man. Like, what is friendship, yo? What is life? What is life? What is life? I don't care. Do whatever you must, devils. I'm talking to the spirit of the devil. I'm not saying that these people are devils, just saying I'm speaking to the spirit of the devil. Do what you want. You came to steal and whatever, you can destroy. All right, bring it on. Bring it on. That's how I was feeling, but no. You know what? Because the devil cannot stop me from growing or being in my purpose, because you know why? God protects me. Forces protect me. The devil can never. The devil is afraid of me. Hate to see me coming. So I stand in truth and love. But you know what? I'm gonna tell the devil to back off. This just one time. I'm gonna tell the devil to back off, because I ain't. Yo, you doing too much. You doing too much, yeah. What else you wanna do? What else you wanna do with me? Huh? Doing too much. So I have prayers over my life. I pray, meditate, do my spiritual baths, make sure my daughter is protected, do protection, whatever you want to call it, around my home and my room and all this other stuff, because I don't got time for it. I just don't. I don't. Peep, she got a queen for mother. Thank you, Dion. You're so sweet. You are one of the most resilient women. Thank you. I have seen on the intimate. Please keep protecting your peace and working on your self improvement. I appreciate that, Goddess. I am doing my best. I'm doing my best. I'm doing my best, man. Even God's strongest warriors get tired. We get tired. You not tired? No one else tired? I get tired. I'm just like, damn, like getting hit left and right, jabs, and then people go to the most vulnerable space. My heart. My heart. You want to tarnish my image? Cool, whatever. I'll rebuild it. You want to come in and take my friends away? Okay, I'll get more friends. Or I'll stay by myself. Whatever. But you come in and you occupy space in my heart. I think I just need better boundaries. I need better walls up. You know, that's what I need. I need more discernment when it comes down to that kind of stuff. Anyway, moving forward, then that's why I'm starting my podcast, because I've learned so much, been through so much, learned so much, and it's time to talk about it. It's time. Let's see. I'm gonna do my wing. I'm sorry that I'm going so slow towards your comments, y'all. Real Anachronize real everywhere. That's a fact, Dion. You are doing great, Mama. Keep pushing and grinding. Your baby girls are flourishing. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. I love me. Thank you. Thank you so much. I really appreciate the encouragement. That's a power of a woman. Sometimes we forget in this male-governed world. I don't even remember what we was talking about for you to govern that comment, but I appreciate that. 1717. He should be ashamed of himself. All you ever wanted for him is to be a great dad. What I wanted him to also to do was just be a good person, be a good, his best self, you know, grind, do whatever he needed to do. You've given him endless opportunities. Yeah. What I ever wanted for him is to just continue being great and show up where you said you was gonna show up at. You know, honor your word, honor your commitments. You know, you. What I really wanted for him also was just to make it big or whatever. Just do whatever you said you was gonna do. Be great. You know. Just, that's what I want to now. I just don't give a fuck. I don't care. I don't want him in my life. I don't want to see him. I don't want to engage. Nothing, because I feel more peaceful when it's not like that. When I don't see him, I feel more peaceful. I feel more happy. You know, it's stressful just to deal with someone who just makes false promises all the time. My apologies. I really shouldn't be saying this online. I should be really keeping it to myself, but I don't care anymore. I just don't care about him anymore. I don't. You get to a place where you just go numb sometimes, and you're just like, fuck it, man. Like, you do whatever. I don't care about your existence. You know, just get to that point because you value your own existence more than you value theirs now. You're like, nah, like, you good. You good. You are good, homie. Go ahead and do your own thing. You had someone who really cared about you and wanted to see the best for you and even wished you the best when you tried to go off with her friend twice. It's all her fault. It's Janae doing this and Janae doing that. Janae is jealous. And I'm not jealous, bro. Just go off and do your thing. Just stop. Just leave me alone. How about that? Leave me alone, man. Leave me the fuck alone. So I can live my life and be at peace with anyone who's trying to be in my life. God is not the author of confusion, y'all. And that's something I had to learn. I had to stop prioritizing people that wasn't prioritizing me and my peace. Whatever, y'all. It is what it is. Not gonna bash anyone, like shame no one. Just gonna be speak my peace and leave it alone. Amen. Holy Black Queen. Oh, thank you. Oh, here you go. And then that's this Tony person is Sunflower. Either Sunflower or Courtney. Either one. Stop talking to yourself, girl. Stop following me and stop all that. Get out of here. Get out of here, please. I didn't bring her up. Someone else brought her up. So I talked about it, an experience that happened in my life. Please go somewhere and stop pretending to be somebody in here. You're not. Somebody who's really like invested in somebody's life like that is definitely the person. You're not fooling nobody else but yourself. Either Courtney or Sunflower. Get the fuck out of here. Please. I don't got time for enablers in here. Yes, I feel you. I see you. You're definitely not who you say you are. Hi, Mama.
Yeah.
Anyway, no weapon formed against me shall prosper, y'all. I'm just telling you, like, people don't think I see shit. No! Did you rip this out your book, Mama? But you know what? sometimes when she comes to me, you can remove yourself. Sometimes when she comes to me with certain things, it's a message. So she says, I choose to be confident. You know, you can. I believe in you. All by yourself. Try something new. You don't give up. My baby is so sweet. You don't give up. Okay. You don't give up when things get rough. You know you're made to be super tough. My baby's very spiritual. Sorry, that just sometimes I'll be like, oh my god, why did you do that? It's like literally something that needs to happen. So it's a spiritual thing. Zuli is very spiritual. I choose to be confident. Baby girl is magic. Yeah, that's my shit. Oh no, come on, man! You just did your makeup. Chill out. This is how I talk to myself sometimes. Like, chill out. Ooh, it's my baby. You see how these tears not coming out yet? You're a warrior. You a fighter, girl. Ooh. Ooh, I love this girl. I love this girl. Ooh. This a bona fide woman right here. Ooh. Okay. That just hit me in a soft spot. Ooh. Ooh. Okay, I'm good. I'm good. Anyway. Shit. So hard. Sometimes it gets hard to just hold them back. Shit, that. Oh, goodness. Zuli. Thank you. Thank you, Mama. Oh, goodness. Okay. I'm back, y'all. I apologize. Shit. That hit me. That hit me so hard. Okay. Okay. All right. My apologies. That shit hit me very, 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 very hard. It was hard to hold back some tears, but yeah, it's okay. I held the mat. We're good. We're gonna keep going with my makeup. No weapon forms against Janae Alexandra Noel shall prosper. Thank you so much, Goddess, Empress. No weapon formed against me shall prosper. Because you see all the people just come in and that Tony posting, literally, it's literally one of them. Like, I'm just like, wow, that's wild. Like, you're talking to yourself at this point. Or you guys are plotting against me, babe. Just whatever. I'm mentioning what happened to me, okay? And I think I have a right to do that. It's called freedom of speech. And people wanted to talk about it, so I'm just like, okay, well, I talked about it. And did I once, ever, that's how I know that's Sunflower or Courtney or whatever. One of them, because it's like, that's how I know. I'm just like, yo, like, did I once call this girl outside her name? No. People was wondering what happened. That's how I'm gonna talk about it. No. That's what happened to me, yo. It's not right. People want to be mad if I'm talking about what happened to me on my own live, right? Like, you come in here telling me what to do on my own live. Like, why don't you go to your platform and you talk about whatever you want to talk about? It literally happened to me. And I said I wasn't going to talk about it no more to myself, but I chose to today because I have time. And I don't care. I don't care. People need to understand what's going on. Like, when I explain certain things, I explain it to where I'm trying to teach a lesson. Yes, Mama?
Okay.
Yeah? Like, you can't trust everybody. And you know what? Since you're just so upset about it, let me talk about it some more. And what I'm going to talk about is the lessons I've learned with that situation. You can't really trust everybody. That's something I've learned with that situation. Another thing I learned with that situation is if someone, bless you, Mama. I don't know. Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Okay. All right. So let me continue. Because the hell, nobody's going to scare me out of talking. The fuck? Who are you? You're not going to scare me out of talking because you know what? It's freedom of speech. I'm allowed to say whatever I want to say on my platform. Yes. Am I bashing anyone? No. Am I talking to about my experiences? Yes. Hold on. She wants to play sticks. On God. Brah, 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 brah. On God. On God. She likes playing sticks. So we did this when we was outside. So that's why she sees sticks. She's automatically gives me one. Here, Mama. Ba, 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 ba. Hunger. All right, Mama. There you go. I gotta go back to do what I was doing. Okay. I'll be right there. Okay. Okay. All right. So what was I saying? Yeah. Anybody gonna scare me off my fucking channel? I'm talking about. Am I okay? Like I was saying, when before I was muted. Yeah. What I'm gonna talk about is my experience and what I've learned through that experience, that situation. So what I've learned is number one, like that literally caught me so left field. I didn't really know what I was supposed to learn through that at first, but then I was like, okay, I see now. Certain things like one through that experience, I've learned like to have a good sense of discernment when it comes down to people or friends, you know. There was a time where I was reaching out a lot to this person and wasn't receiving a response, you know, like that, you know. So that should tell me, you know, stop overreaching out, you know. So for one, that's one thing, you know. For two is understanding that
Hi there.
hi there, that uh, the fact that my intuition had to, you know, tell me things, and the fact that I even asked if one of my friends liked my ex, you know, that should have been something right there. That should have told me something. But I ignored it because I wanted to have a friend. So that's two. And it's just to have a discernment. So again, not talking about her, but talking about what I went through, because it's my experience, and I'm allowed to do that. I'm allowed to speak about my experience, and I'm allowed to understand these things and speak about it to people so they can understand what's going on in their life. I'm allowed to do that. For three, I figured that I've learned more about gaslighting more than ever with that situation, because I felt like I was doing the right thing by trying to let go and let people just go off and do whatever they wanted to do. But the moment that I tried to do that, I was like, saying like gaslighted and all this other stuff. I was like, oh wait, this is not righteous. So no, like I feel as if I've learned a lot from that. More water. I'm gonna have to go, guys. I'm gonna have to go real quick to just to make sure that. Whatever. This, I don't care. I'm like literally telling people about what I've learned in my experiences and everything like that. Like what? Why is that such a bad thing? Why? Because homegirl did something wrong? And there's people like you that want to enable that? They're like, no, like it's literally wrong. But you know what? I'm not bringing it back up just for, oh, let's start drama. No, someone asked me about it. I said what I said, and that's it. Like I literally learned a lot, man, and this is why I'm gonna do this podcast more, because I've learned a lot in my life when it comes down to dealing with people and situations, and even my own mistakes and my habits, and I just want to be able to just tell people about it and help in that way, you know, be somebody else, or like somebody who's wise in that way, you know, give them wisdom in that way. You know what I'm saying? Like that's not something to be trying to say, oh, keep your mouth shut. No, I refuse to be silent. How about that? This shit happened to me. I refuse to be silent, and you won't shut me up just because you want to enable somebody. I refuse to be silent about it. No, it was wrong. And I learned a lot from it. And a lot of women can learn a lot from it too. How to spot somebody who's actually plotting on somebody that you've been with. Absolutely not. You will not shut me up. Absolutely not. I have my power. You do not. So you can leave. Go tell her if you want. Look, Janae's saying this and that. And then let her decide if I'm saying something wrong. Because I'm not. I'm speaking my truth. I'm speaking the truth of something that happened to me and what I've learned through it. The hell? You will not silence me through that. You will not silence my purpose. You will not. Weirdos will do messed up crap to you and blame them, then blame or shame you when you talk about it like you're the one doing something wrong. That's a fact. People will do that to you. And you gotta let them know, not today, Satan. Not today. Come on, Mama. I'm gonna go ahead and change my daughter's diapers. And and give her something to snack on, because I think she wants something to snack on. So if you guys want to wait here, cool. If not, I'm gonna possibly come back on. I might just I'm gonna save this because it was already an hour. I'm hitting an hour, and I'm gonna come back on. And you supporters of this girl or whatever like that, go support her somewhere else. It's not on my channel you're gonna be supporting her, because I don't support tomfoolery. I don't support dishonesty. I don't support disloyalty. I don't support mistrust. I don't support any of that. I don't support being somebody who goes behind somebody's back and did something. I don't support that. I don't. I don't. So you guys can support that over there. Over here, my supporters, cool. We're cool over here. We're elevating over here. We're peaceful over here, okay? So you guys can go ahead and do that. I'm gonna be right back though. I love you guys. I'll be back. How do I exit this?